It's a great day for Blood Bowl. Coach DDS here, season 62, last game. I've won it. I can't remember whether Semington's my opponent, was fighting for a promotion or not, but I have won Premier League and I'm in two minds here. Whilst playing an extremely strong Nurgle side with a lot of claw, a lot of mighty blow, a little bit of claw pom. The question is, there it is. Do you run away, trying very hard not to get hurt, or do you stand and make a man of yourself? Well, I was going to run away. First turn, first block, he seriously injures a Black Orc, and you would think that would make me want to run away, but it just emphasises the fact that it's Blood Bowl. People are going to get hurt, and you're here to play. So I'm not going to honestly say that I decided I was going to try and win, but I decided I was going to try to draw, and by that I meant I was desperate to stop him from scoring. I'd had a really good defensive year in Prem. I think I'd conceded only 2 touchdowns or something really low. I had a really good defensive year, and I struggle to defend against Nurgle. Always have. And that's not overly surprising when you consider I'm a guard, stand firm orc side, trying to outstrength things, and when you've got a lot of claw pom, then that's just what's going to happen. It's not a great matchup, and it takes a while. So he's dropped the ball. That allowed me to kind of set up my defense quite well, and I've gone with the 1 square away defense. The idea being here that it's going to take him time. He's going to have to engage me, and with my guard, I should be able to throw a few decent blocks. While he's trying to engage me, I'm holding him up. Eventually, I'll have to make a mad dash and hopefully make a mistake because he's run out of time. So he successfully fouls my troll out of the game, which is a big deal when you're talking trying to outstrength is essentially what my side boils down to. But I'm still doing quite well with this one. I mean, this is his 4th turn now. He's not even in my half. So I'm doing all right with this 1 square away thing. He's a little bit hesitant to engage me. Now he nails my Black Hawk here. You stand firm to stay there. Now this is important because he actually decides to foul. And by doing so, he refuses to, again, take a step forward. And by moving a few of his players back, it allows me to really close up 1 square. So in his 4th turn, he's gone backwards for the foul. Now the foul himself was a double 1, which is good for a laugh when you're the person being fouled. But even so, I think that was the wrong call, just because it allows me to really tighten that defense. So he's now going to start his 5th turn being reasonably far back. So there we go. We're away, and I'm trying to just keep doing what I'm doing. 1 square away. Don't engage. Let him come to me. So he is starting to move down. He is, gets the stun. I get quite a useful 1 there from the really stupid. Those tentacles aren't that great for obviously for a side like mine where you want the position or you want the guard, you want the stand firm where you want it. So I've gone for it here. So as the time is now pressing down and it's getting harder and harder for him for a score, I'm kind of increasing the pressure, putting a Black Hawk where you're most likely going to get smacked, just because it's going to probably take him an extra turn to beef it down. Other than that, I'm just sticking with that 1 square away kind of mentality. He does a great job of really try hard to avoid allowing them into 2 people's tackle zones. I've done it nearly that entire turn until just then. Of course, it isn't too bad when it's strength 4 and someone with guard, because I'm probably going to get to throw a 1 die block against something that doesn't have block. And I found it quite interesting there that he didn't press up. In fact, he might have gone backwards a square. So he's going to start his 7th turn being 3 squares into his own end zone. Sorry, not end zone, a half. So that's pretty good for me. I'm feeling pretty confident about my defense. So confident that, with 2 people touching, I've left this flank here rather open. I do have a strength 4, agility 4 blitzer kind of back as a sweeper, but it wasn't as well thought out as I think the rest of my half was, and he certainly capitalised on that. No problems at all punching a hole through, and he goes for it, and I'm first to do what I hate doing, which is using Ubir as a sweeper and making a dodge roll. So with agility 4, it's a 3+, it's a 2+. I think I might have had to go for it once. Now he doesn't have dodge or anything, so it's I'm just hoping to get a pow. Dodgers make it. I have to re-roll the go for it roll, but I get him down. The ball is a decent bounce straight onto me, which I drop in front of me, go up and grab it, and look, that's that. He's not going to score, and I'm going to start the next half with the ball, and I'm pretty happy with the defense there. Of course, against a side like his with all the claw pom, he can easily clear a few players and score. So this game is far from over. Against another Orc side, you can just surround the ball carrier with people and not move, and it's going to be 0-0. That's not necessarily true of Nurgle. Nevertheless, I get a high kick, I get the ball, and I start coming down. So, yeah, once again, I will like to score. I certainly want to score, but what I want more than anything is for him not to get the ball and not to lay too many of my players out. So if it's 0-0, I don't care. It's a successful defensive effort, and I'm pretty happy. If it's 1-0, then fantastic. So you'll see here, I essentially concentrate all my Orcs around that ball and let him be the one to press me. I guess maybe that's a bit of a standoff him and I have, as he's someone who wants to inflict damage, I'm someone who wants to outstrength. Whoever is on the defense, on the back foot, is actually has an advantage. As someone who has boxed, I hate people who use the term on the front foot like it's always the best thing. Some people are better on their back foot. Floyd Mayweather Jr., don't like him, but he's a back foot fighter. And I think both our sides are. We like people coming to us so we can initiate the blocks, and we can initiate the blocks with advantage. And I think this game, look, he rolled a lot of pushes. So he didn't get a lot of turnovers, but he rolled a lot of pushes, which made it hard for him. But I think I was more successful in making him come to me, both offensively and defensively. And, look, he does stop me. I mean, at this point in time, you can see I've just ridiculously surrounded the ball, and I'm trying to, just protect the ball. So, look, who's to say that who's better? But I do snap on this turn and decide, stuff it, I am going to... so who's to say whose game style was better? But I snap here and I decide I'm going to go for it. I don't think, with him having 2 turns left, that he can score with a low agility kind of slow side. Might as well go for it. So I take a blitz, I take a 3+ and a 2+ dodge, and then I've got a strength 4 block dodger in his back line. I do what I can to put tackle zones around people. I am aware he's going to get a blitz at me with, I think, a dodge, a 3+ dodge and a 2+ go for it. He can get a 2-die he chooses with a tackle, a blitz against me. And, first he's got to get me down, probably will, but if he doesn't smack my armour, I can still stand up and hopefully score. However, this last turn, Nuffle certainly on my side. He snakes to go for it, and that's that. So, yeah, look, like I said, I think I was really proud of my game style. I'll especially emphasise that point because I've never been able to do it again to Semi. That's just the only game that I've beaten him in. He does a few things which I will go over later as a way of really breaking that one square away thing. It drives me crazy, I always remember this game as being the only one I ever managed to pull off against him. So, 1-0, happy with that. It's a win for me. And, I think I got a bit lucky there on that score. And certainly, like I said, if you look at the dice, I think he rolled 40 pushes and he rolled, I think it was 10 pows. So, usually it would be obviously double, but 4 times the amount. You can just really see how much, he rolled pushbacks, which again aren't the worst thing in the world, but for a side that needs to get players off like his, it was the difference. That's that, 1-0, and just remember that guard conquers all.